Hello, my little fish. Welcome back to Calypso's Cove, where the magic is our message. This is kind of hot. It is your mistress of magic, BlkAfroditee, here again with another pick a card. Also trying to light the dragon's blood sage. Today we are doing a very fun, not even fun, but just necessary kind of reading. I feel like the inspiration behind it is fun, but the idea of where it really comes from is not so fun. And it's, you thought I was feeling you? No, I'm not feeling you at all. And this is kind of like, it's not geared towards relationships. This smoke to clear you, I'm kind of like all over the place, but take a second to clear, to cleanse. Clear my hands. And clear our altar. But yeah, I'll just let that smoke continue right there. But this is like directed to anything that felt like it had control over you, anything that felt like it felt like it had more power than what you do over your own life. That could be family, work, a partner, addiction, like just anything. It's like, you thought I was feeling you? Like, no, like you don't have any power over me. Like, legitimately, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So that's where this comes from. Of course, it comes from the song Munch, because it's like, really, you thought I was feeling you? Absolutely not. And I feel like that's just so perfect. So if you have something, because we're still working with the dark feminine, we're still doing shadow work. So I thought this was a fun way for us to see what no longer serves us. That's basically what this reading is about. Please follow us on all of our socials. Shout out to all new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming into this beautiful temple. This is not a channel. This is a temple dedicated to the divine feminine and the divine feminine matrons that we have in this temple space, which are mostly goddesses connected to love and water. I just want to say thank you to all the support that I receive, messages, emails, likes, comments. They mean everything to me. I love seeing it. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being patient with me and still vibing with me. Like, comment, subscribe. And without further ado, oh yeah, please check out our socials. Like I said, I think already, everything's in the description box below. Check out the shop. It's a beautiful shop. I love my products, the products so much. They're so potent, magical, powerful, magnificent. And now, without further ado, beloveds, let's go see what feels like it had power over you and how to get rid of what no longer serves you. I keep throwing up the peace sign, like this sign, at the end of like everything I do right now, because I feel like I'm just really trying to get the full extent of Libra season and like be a conduit of peace, because I feel like I need peace so intensely. So, for you, pile number one, because I said that in the beginning of your pile, you chose amethyst. So there is something going on. There is some energy that is always trying to disrupt your peace. I'm getting hot, so I'm going to use my peacock feathers to fan myself. Let me turn them so you can see them. Yes. Okay, something is always trying to get you off your throne. Something is always trying to get you off your element. This feels like an agitating, irritating energy that's just always making you hot. Ugh, always getting you worked up, always stressing you out, okay? And you're just like, I don't want to deal with this. This feels like it could be an actual person. We're going to get into it. But amethyst is here to remind you to keep your peace. Amethyst is a stone that promotes sobriety, that promotes peaceful sleep, rest, ease of mind. It relieves stress and tension. And I'm also hearing for some of you that lavender is the best medicine. So if you want some sweet relief, if you want to cultivate inner peace, inner tranquility, then, you know, connecting with the herbs, lavender, like using aromatherapy, lavender hand sanitizer, lavender perfume, whatever you can get your hands on, and then carrying around an amethyst crystal will definitely help you. You have a lot of headaches because my head is really hurting right now from channeling your energy. So there's something going on with your crown chakra and your third eye as well, where you're just like very overstimulated. It's just always something going on. It's like sirens blaring very, very loudly. And your spirit is like really trying to call back calm, trying to call back centeredness and a lot of clarity. So, whatever thought it had control over you, it likes to disrupt your mental ease. It likes, excuse me, to disrupt your pace as well. So if you're content with working in a specific pace or moving at a specific pace, this energy is always agitating you. It likes to push you a lot. This could be a very toxic employer, whether that's like a boss or like a manager, just something like that. This could also be like a very pushy friend or family member, or even like the agitation I'm hearing of bills, like something like that, where it's like every 2 seconds you're getting harassed. You're just consistently being kind of like verbally harassed too. I'm feeling with the amethyst, because when I think of amethyst, I think of like high energy, which we assimilate with air. So yeah, definitely somebody could be really chatty, always having a lot to say, and you're just like, I'm 2 seconds away from snapping. But spirit is like, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Don't allow this negative energy to bring you down. We're gonna help you. We're gonna give you the medicine, okay? So let's get into the cards now and see what they have to say. So we're going to start with these 3 oracle cards and then go into some clarifiers as we go along. Okay. So we have gray. Endings are inevitable. We have library. Take control of your own narrative. And we have princess. You can be your own knight. So we're going to start with the princess card. You can be your own knight. First of all, there's a sword in this card. So yeah, definitely some air energy. With this picture here, you could be getting harassed by an air sign who is a feminine presenting air sign, or literally a woman. So just a feminine energy air sign could just be like really, really kind of like pushing your buttons, kind of doing a lot. Or you yourself could be a air sign and be feminine and just trying to really go through something. Like there's like some type of lesson, contractual, I'm hearing contractual lesson. So this is something that your soul signed up for prior to reincarnating. And this is a part of the dharma karma of your sun sign. So this is very specific for those of you who are air sun signs going through some verbal mess. This could also be girlies in the workplace. Okay, like I'm definitely feeling that. This could be multiple women just gossiping. There could be a lot of gossip, a lot of slander, a lot of words going on. And also, you know, because it says princess, you can be your own knight. This could also be an air sign male who has a lot to say. He's just, just this could be family member. I'm really channeling for some of you that this is actually somebody that you date. And they just always, it's like you fighting for your own space, your own energy all the time. And it's like you having to understand that this job or these coworkers or this person is not bigger than you. Okay? You can slay, like literally you can be your own knight. You can slay any dragon. You can literally slay the day, right? Like you because if you choose peace, right? And I'm really channeling for you, it's all about the stare. It's all about the look. Okay? It's all about the look, because when you look into the eyes of these people, that's your real sword. Looking at them dead in the eye and being like, I don't give what you have to say, just with your eyes, direct eye contact as you just stare at them. Like, are you done? That's some medicine right there, because that promotes peace. That's like amethyst energy. Amethyst is not going to fight you. Amethyst is not going to keep going back and forth with you. Of course, I know the depiction of amethyst on Steven Universe. If you know, you know. But she's very like rambunctious and very like excited. But the reality of the crystal of amethyst is not really like that. Like an amethyst energy to me would more so kind of come back and just be like, stay in its power and be like, okay, I'm here. You are obviously vibrating from down here at this moment. Until you can meet me, we can't have a conversation. And that is how you have to approach this energy. And you have to keep doing it over and over and over again until the energy kind of trains itself to understand, okay, either me and this person, we can't vibe with each other, or I have to meet them where they are. Because you're not stooping down to their level. Not at all. Okay. Next, we have library. Take control of your own narrative. Now, this could be you taking control of your life, you actually going up to a manager and being like, hey, this is what's happening, and actually taking control of the narrative before the narrative takes control of you, if you know in a workplace. Okay. Because a lot of the times, when things go left in a workplace, there could have been preventative measures like meetings, conversations, or this could actually be you needing to separate yourself. So, whatever the situation is, whether it's a relationship, co-workers, family members, etc., it's really important that you go ahead and assert control in areas that you actually can take control. Like, look at her. She's like being puppeteered. You feel like you're being manipulated all the time, but the reality is this is your life. Nobody can manipulate you. Nobody can force anything on you, put you through any circumstances that you don't allow yourself to experience, unless you're in sources of real harm, and things like that, when you're in real harmful situations where you really don't have control. And we send love, blessings, energy, peace, prosperity, and liberation to people who are in those situations. But for you in particular, you are in control. Spirit is saying, take control of your own narrative. Again, there's a book here, so that makes me think of air magic. Go ahead and verbalize what you need to say to the proper authority figure. And I guess I'm just saying, like, if you're in a situation where you were being bullied, harassed, anything like that, where it's in an institution like a workplace or anything like that, go ahead and talk to a manager, a superior, somebody who can give you some support and help. Other than that, if it's something interpersonal, like in your personal life, with family, like familial, platonic, or romantic relationships, it's best for you to start scripting and writing down, okay, well, what am I going to do? You need to strategize in a plan, whether it's an exit plan, a cutoff plan, whatever, what have you. Go ahead and start strategizing, scripting how you want your life to be, scripting how you want people to treat you. So that way there can be a real shift, because what? I don't know. And next we have gray. Endings are inevitable. So really truly, it's all about what you're willing to do. But spirit is like really strongly saying that there is an ending coming for you, pal number one, with this situation, because it just doesn't serve you. The entirety of the situation just doesn't serve you anymore. And if something is no longer useful in your life, you have to shed it, no matter how much attachment you have to it. And I'm preaching to my own self at this point, because as a water moon, it is so hard for me to detach from things I genuinely care about. And then I have fire Venus. So it's like I'm so passionate. I'm like so in it. And my Earth Mercury just is like, I don't think I'm over this. So I get how hard it is to like move through situations. And I get, for you, you do not like to show weakness. You don't want anybody to feel like they have anything over top of you. And bless, sweetie, nobody ever will. But you gotta give yourself that right to move forward. That's exactly how you show your power. If you don't 1111 move forward, then people are gonna feel like they have power over you. ironically. So we have some tarot here to clarify these messages. So we have the Hermit, the Sun in reverse. Okay. The Queen of Swords. What did I tell you about some air sign energy, female or feminine? Okay. I'm being a little silly today. I'm sorry. But yeah. Anyway, and then we have Judgment in reverse. I think, first of all, with the Hermit card here, and I'll just hold it so you can see, it's really time for you to like move out of some situations where you're connecting to groups. Okay, I don't know, but this is giving me Uranus retrograde energy because Aquarius represents like tribes, groups, connection, talking, and there's like some tension with you in that department. And it's time for you to get into hermit mode. It's fall for the northern hemisphere, the northwestern hemisphere of the world. So we are kind of going into hermit season regardless. We have entered that time where you kind of can be on your own and choose isolation a little bit easier. So this is some medicine for you, especially with Amethyst. It's like separate yourself. If this is a toxic friend group, honey, this friend group is done for you. Like this situation literally needs to shed. It needs to die. It's just not healthy. So we have the Sun card in reverse here. And with this being like in between, like be your own knight and take control of your own narrative, I'm feeling like this is something that you've been experiencing ever since you were a child. This is a really old energy. This is how we go back to this is something that's designated through your sun sign to work out because this is like Dharma karma from turning this to a reversal to an upright and living in your spiritual dharma, not your karma, right? Giving your inner child the space to actually be creative and happy and flowing. And the narrative that you're living in right now, the narrative that you're projecting by sticking in this situation, is actually harming your inner child more than helping your inner child. Your inner child is kind of like, hey, I'm not flourishing here. I'm not thriving here. You could have experienced bullying and just like a lot of pessimism when you were younger. And, you know, now you're experiencing it again from whatever it is that you are vibrating romantic relationship, platonic, co worker, work relationship, business partner, whatever, what have you. It's just something that you really need to heal from childhood. Like, stand up for yourself, get out of these situations. You know, if you didn't stand up for yourself when you were a kid, the goal is to stand up for yourself now and keep yourself in a place of integrity. That's for sure. And if you were in a space when you were younger where you were always fighting, then it's time for you to put down the sword and amethyst it out with peace be unto you and unto me. Like, I'm done with this. Bye. Okay, like I said, we got the Queen of Swords between take control of your own narrative and gray endings are inevitable. So, you know, again, I feel like Amethyst reminds me of the Queen of Swords energy because to be a Queen of Swords, you have to be extremely mentally clear. You have to be completely involved into your crown chakra, elevated, anointed, heightened into how you are using the law of mentalism. So for you, it's really about redirecting, reprogramming your mind so that these little chatty people don't even have the right to even utter a word towards you. You are a clear direction, and people know how to direct their energy towards you, and they better come correct. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Okay, because I'm not playing with you. Another thing is too, I feel like people like to play with you a lot. They like to joke and kiki, and you know, it's like, oh, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games till I really, you know, put that hammer down or use that sword. Another thing too, this is saying get lawyered up for those of you who need to get lawyered up. I'm just feeling that. Get an attorney for those of you who need to get an attorney. If this is a divorce, you know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and get that attorney. If you need to go ahead and talk to a manager, go ahead and talk to that manager. Go ahead and get it in writing. Whatever you're going through, get it in writing. Big period. Okay. step it up. That's what I'm hearing. Step it up. Step up how you are handling things mentally. And then you don't need to put in work. Just like, don't allow these people to make you feel like you're mentally faltering. Like, elevate your mental. That's what I'm hearing. And last, judgment in reverse. Behind endings are inevitable. So you've been hearing over and over again from spirit, leave this situation, leave this situation. And you've been ignoring the call. That's how I'm taking this. This is Pluto or Sagittarius energy with the judgment card. So yeah, definitely like you're getting higher knowledge, like Pluto, spiritual transformation, Sagittarius, which is Jupiter, higher knowledge, and you are not taking it. You are not taking the wisdom to transform in this situation. If they're telling you, hey, endings are inevitable, and then you have justice, or excuse me, the judgment card coming in reverse, it's like you're blocking the inevitable because you're not listening. It's gonna end regardless. That's the truth. Whether you wanted to or not, it's going to end regardless because, baby, it is not serving you. And I just saw 1717. So look that up. And it has some insight for you as to what's going on. Because at the end of the day, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your higher self want better for you because you deserve the best. You deserve everything and then some. And everybody does, but we all deserve what resonates with us. And the situation, you don't deserve because it doesn't resonate with you. Okay. So lastly, we just have some oracle cards here. We have some goddesses and then the mermaids coming through to assist, giving love, support, energy. So we have Allah, grief, okay? She's pregnant, she's fertile, she's growing into something new connected to all the feminine energy, the crescent moon. So working with maiden goddesses might help you. Connecting to nature, connecting to the cycles of the moon, being outside at night can help you release the pain of letting go of this situation and actually being able to move forward. We have transparency, honest, authentic, genuine, present. And that's what I mean by mentally stepping it up. Look at this purple we have here, okay? So mentally stepping it up by staying you and going harder about it. This is really what you need. And amethyst is here to assist, okay? Crown chakra is here to assist. So if you open up to this using lavender, using amethyst, letting it open up your crown chakra, spending way less time on your phone. Like, do not overstimulate yourself if you're already way too stimulated from outside things. Submit to nature. Go outside if you can, even if it's at nighttime. That's why I'm like, even if it's at night, go look at the stars, go look at the moon. Be safe, of course, protect yourself, but get some fresh air. And then we have Baba Yaga, patience, okay? Crone energy, wisdom. So use that inner wisdom that you have inside of you to get through this situation and know that better is coming. They thought you was feeling them, okay? They thought I was feeling you. Like, no, I'm done with it. I'm over it. Remember, lawyer up for those who it's necessary. Step into your crown power. Use that law of mentalism. And this will conclude your reading. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope it wasn't too all over the place. Okay. Ancestors, spirits, and spirit guides of those drawn to POW number 1, thank you so much for sharing your energy and your light with me. Namaste, Ashe, and until we meet again, peace. Hello, POW number 2. This is for those of you who were drawn to Carnelian. Okay, I felt the need to smudge and clear the energy again for you beautiful, beautiful souls. So let's just clear the space. So like I said, we're going to get into some crystal divination. This is all for you. Hope that's coming through the screen. Some clearing. What I feel is you really need some love and support. So through this smoke, this is my intention to send you love, so much nourishing love, so much heart-centered support, so much empathy, so much compassion, okay? So much peace. And not even peace, but more so pleasure. So much pleasure. Yes, spirit. Okay. Ecstasy with life. Okay. Oh, so instantly I am channeling, and I've just been like feathering it up, really goddessing with the peacock feathers today. But I am just really channeling for you all that there is a deep solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra block. Okay. So this is the entire lower chakra system, and it's really radiating from the sacral chakra, especially for those of you who have wombs. This is really coming from a womb space. Ooh, it's hot, it's heavy, it's molten, and my goodness, it's to the point. Okay, baby, I know that you have been feeling like there has been a lack of love. That is just what I'm channeling, and now I just feel the need to do some Reiki. So I'm going to send you love energy through the screen. Even more, please open up your womb, open up your heart to accept this. All grief, all sadness, all pain, oof, just being lifted. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut that out. But I just choked over clearing the energy. And now I feel like I'm about to cry. So it's definitely something that you feel has been blocking you for quite some time. Okay. Blocking not only your creativity, your ability to express love and compassion, and basically just like intimacy, like your intimacy has been blocked. And it's been feeling like you can't even speak, like you can't even express your true feelings. And it's just very painful because it's blocking these beautiful, intimate relationships that you have in your life. Whew. Oh my God. Okay. So we are going to get into the oracle cards and just see more of what these energies are that are no longer serving you, thought it had control over you, thinks it has control over your intimacy and how you're able to connect, with your creativity, with yourself. So we have Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. Big sacral chakra energy here. Okay. Next we have Sundress, do it for you. And then we have Evil Queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. Okay. So with this sacral energy, with the Carnelian, with me getting sad and everything, jumping into the Tower card, I love this deck because it puts a positive spin on the Tower moment, showing that when things are falling apart, when things are being taken away from you, it's not negative, okay? This is just so necessary. And this is why we're doing this shadow work. This is why we're really coming into this. Because when you open yourself to receiving what it is that you need, sometimes it's not what we want, okay? It's not what we want. Sacred self-love and sacred self-care is so easy to say in a meme, on a TikTok, on a reel, on a short. But it is so much more difficult to actually perform that when you have been so absent from being in your center. When you have been absent from your heart for such a long time out of fear that people won't be around if you do, out of fear that you'll lose things, out of fear that you won't be accepted. It is so difficult to actually perform real self-care. It's so difficult to unplug and relax for a spell. Okay, I'm about to start choking again. Now my eye is irritated. I apologize. Okay, got that out. Taking a deep cleansing breath. Anywho, you, pile number 2, are my over givers. You are my overdoers, my over lovers, my over complimenters, my over thinkers, my over achievers. Believing that if you give and give and give and give and give, that people are going to finally start treating you like the way you're worth being treated. It's not going to happen. I'm saying this to myself because nobody is obligated to oblige you. Nobody is obligated to match your effort. Nobody is obligated to love you. You have to do that for yourself. Oh my God, my throat chakra. I was not choking at all for pile number 1. No cough, nothing. Even after saging. But definitely, this is a time for you to actually initiate that real obligation of commitment, of loyalty, of being there for yourself. Pile number 2. That level of care and commitment that you so deeply desire on the outside has to come from within. You have to show up for yourself when it's hard. On days where you feel the most alone, you have to literally treat yourself like you're a whole nother person. Like you have to take care of yourself the way you would take care of that loved one, the way you would take care of that boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever would have you, children, that career, those pets, your parents, those friends, the way that you show love to everything else, you gotta start doing that for yourself. You have to start treating yourself like you're that. Like you're that outside person because you are. You are carrying yourself. And it's so easy to forget that being inside of your body. It's so easy to just be like, "Oh, like I don't know. It's me." Like so why would I do that? But it's so important to do that for yourself and treat yourself the same way that you would treat another human being. That's literally the same as you. I think sometimes we completely forget that. When you see another human being, they are literally the same as you. They're not above you. They have no right over top of you. They have no authority. There's no real authority other than what we place upon people and we choose to respect as a society. But in reality, we are all created equal under the eyes of God, Goddess. Okay? Nobody is above you. Not a single person. That's like that tough love that, I'll give. So sundress, do it for you. And that's what I'm talking about. It's like, do that love, give that care for you. If you spend so much time making these beautiful, gorgeous meals for people that you love, and it seems like they never appreciate it, you set up some candles. This is just an example. You set up some candles, you get yourself some flowers, you get yourself a bottle of wine if you're of legal drinking age. You get yourself a bottle of wine, even a little smoke, whatever it is that you do. I judge not. Judge ye not. Okay, don't judge anybody. We have no right to judge. But definitely, whatever it is that you do to unwind in a healthy, safe way, set that up, cook yourself some food, and enjoy the meal for yourself. If you spend a lot of time shopping for other people, shop for yourself. Oh my God, I'm choking again. See? Every time I say these things, my throat chakra gets blocked. So it's like definitely something going on with that. This blocked, like this heaviness. And it's like, okay, like at the end of the day, pile number 2, you must embody your truth, because when we think of the throat chakra, it's spiritual purification, it's truth, it's harmony, it's balance. So if that's out of center, out of whack, out of harmony, it's because you're not like embodying your truth yourself. You know, just from being like, hey, like, you're not doing it for you. You're not doing it for you. You're not loving for you. You're loving for validation. You're loving for to receive. And that's just, it's not gonna work. You gotta love just from having so much overflow, from loving yourself so hard, for giving so much to yourself that you have more to extend to others without it draining you, without it depleting you. So we have evil queen, you deserve sugar and not salt. So again, just like with pile number 1, you might have some messages in pile number 1. For real, pile number 2, this might be one of those messages, one of those readings where each pile just continues from the other. We'll see in pile number 3. But definitely, there's like some, either you're being your own evil queen by giving yourself salt when you deserve sugar, or there might be like a female in your life, like this could be a mother, a boss, a coworker, a friend, a family member, a cousin, a girlfriend, a fiance. I just don't know. But this could be somebody, this will have to resonate differently for all of you, where they are just evil queening, like they're giving you salt. And this really could be your own reflection. Like if somebody's treating you like this, then you're like treating yourself poorly. You're not really loving on yourself the way you need to. You're not taking care of yourself the way that you need to. If they're doing that, if they're just consistently just giving you so much negativity, it might be just a subtle or not so subtle at all reminder of what you're doing to yourself. And sometimes the universe is, it's always going to show us our reflection, whether we want to see it or not. You know, and get some services done. Like I'm looking at Evil Queen and I'm like, go get your nails done, go get your hair done, you know, go get a massage, go do it, go make the budget. I don't care what to do, I don't care what you have to do, go do it. So we're about to get into your oracle cards, or excuse me, tarot cards. Original Rider-Waite. We have the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Star. Okay, so baby, I know you're tired of being taken advantage of. I know you are. There's somebody who always feels like they can mentally get over on you. They can't, because you always know what they're doing and you just love them and you let them. But this is the time to stop feeling taken advantage of. If you know, that's the thing about swords, right? That's the mind. So you know somebody is trying to sneak and do something. You know somebody feels like they're getting away with something. They're getting to take too much power from you. They're getting all the milk and the eggs and everything. So why would they even have to do any purchasing of the cow or the chicken? You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't need to put in any work. They don't need to act like whatever. They barely even need to sneak because it's all out in the open, you know? And I hope this is making sense, but that's why it's right beside the tower, because it's like, okay, like this has to fall apart now. You got to stop pretending that you're turning a blind eye to what is happening right in front of your right in front of your face. And for some of you, this could be like infidelity as well. You know, like if you know that this is happening, you got to stop being a participant. Okay, you got to stop being a willing participant. We have the 3 of Pentacles here. So, you know, with Sundress Do It For You, there's multiple people involved in the creation of this. There's multiple hands that are invested in whatever you're going through right now. So this could definitely also be like something related with business or creative opportunity that is really draining you, and somebody feels like they're getting away with something and you know that it is happening. If you are doing more work than your other companions, you need to like do something about this. Whether that's speak up for yourself, remove yourself, or start your own business by yourself. And I know that sounds so scary, but if you were already doing all the work anyway, and you've been doing everything for yourself, you don't need extra energy. You don't need to expend extra energy if the collaboration is not working, or you need to move on to new people to collaborate with, find new people to connect with, new people to talk to. Okay, that's also a message there. With the Page of Wands, I feel like this is also kind of confirming what I just said, because I just thought about that. Like, Page of Wands is somebody new coming in with creativity, or you balancing out and embodying new versions of creative passion. So this is definitely something that could also be connected to the sacral chakra, solar plexus, and root chakra as well. Like that inner fire, that inner drive to like take care of yourself, to be there for yourself, to love yourself, nurture yourself, guide yourself. This is all very important, because right after this we have the Star. Okay, so this is rebirth and transformation, and moving through this process of allowing yourself to really embody what it is that you feel, express it, and do something about it. This is what's going to lead to that transformation and that rebirth. So that way things that don't serve you anymore don't have control over your life. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And then lastly, we have the Mermaid Oracle. Privacy in violated personal space, respect the taboos and boundaries. Sanctuary. Okay, so you need to kind of create a safe space for yourself, a safe haven, pile number 2, somewhere where you don't have to be subjected to harsh treatment. Oh my God. I am so sorry, headphone users. Like, I normally don't choke in any of my readings. That's the first time I've ever choked. So there's definitely a throat chakra thing going on here. If you're having issues with your self-expression, verbalizing how you feel, really being able to verbalize your emotions, that's what I really feel. Every single time I'm talking about you taking time for yourself, taking space for yourself, I get a throat chakra block and I literally choked, channeling your energy. So it's really about you being able to feel like you have the personal space to actually garner up that inner fire to be able to verbalize your real feelings. So we have Goddess Rhiannon with inner strength. And what did I just say? It's that feminine strength, the feminine urge to unleash your real feelings with grace and with integrity and with love and with compassion. Okay. And then we have Queen Nunti, intuition. Okay. So follow your intuition is telling you so many things. Pile number 2. Follow it, listen to it, because it's there for you. It's an ally. Your intuition is an ally. And this is the messages that I have for you. I'm so sorry about the choking. I hope that your throat chakra is unblocked after this, or you just feel the need to do more throat chakra meditations. You feel heard, you feel seen. So, ancestors, spirits, and spirit guides of those drawn to pile number 2, thank you for sharing your energy and your light with me. Namaste, Ashe, and until we meet again, bye.